University of Missouri Healthcare knows you've got better places to be than in a hospital. That's where our world-class technology and highly skilled medical team come in. We get you home sooner. That's important to you and those who wait for you.
Rufus, guess who's
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Thursday, June the 28th. We're making it through the whole month of June. It seems like it was just January, not very long ago. We got BYRON Scott with us today. Welcome back to Radio Friends,
It's
BYRON.
good to be back.
And you are here today because you have written a new book. It's called Barnies.
Right.
Now, my dog's name is Barney, but this is not about my dog. This is called Barnies, 40 Years of Theater Under the Stars at Maplewood Barn. And you go back 40 years in the history?
I only go back 24 years. But 1973 is when they founded the barn, and we've been performing there ever since.
Yeah. This is a wonderful book, and I've just had a chance to just thumb through it. Now, we've got a bunch of pictures we want to show you. So if you want to see the pictures, you go to kbia.org, click on Talk Shows, then click on Radio Friends, and you can watch this segment as a vodcast and see the pictures. Maybe you'll recognize some of the folks. Right?
I have no doubt. I was just astounded. We sent out a public appeal for photographs and memorabilia. We thought we'd lost everything in the fire in the barn that everyone knows about 2 years ago. And I got over 5,000 photographs to
You
look
got
at.
5,000
Yes,
photographs?
yes.
How did you decide what you were going to put in the book?
With great difficulty. I tried to cover as much ground as we could. We've done over 150 different shows in Maplewood over 40 years. So, and of course there are gaps, but basically I tried to look at the best pictures. And the interesting thing was that most of these pictures have never been published before.
How much time does it take to write a book like this?
Well, it took me about 6 months to research and to write the book.
Okay. I want to just start showing some of these pictures. How many
Sure.
pictures did you bring along?
I brought, I think, 14, including the covers.
Okay. Let's go to these pictures, and for the folks who are listening on the radio, paint a picture of what we're seeing, and then please go to kbia.org, click on Talk Shows and Radio Friends, and watch this.
Well, actually, that skinny person there is me.
That's you. How
Right.
many years ago was that?
That was in 1993, and I was playing Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. And this is the famous scene where he has to shoot the rabid dog.
Okay, the next picture that we have.
And this is an audience from 1981. And you'll see there in the foreground, the stage is actually concrete and asphalt. The actors liked it, but the dancers hated it.
Yeah, but there you get a beautiful view of what the Maplewood Barn is. You can sit in your own lawn chairs, but these chairs look like they were set up in a semicircular.
Well, the interesting phenomenon is that the audience puts their own chairs down, and they tend to do that. You know, we'll put down the little aisle if the actors are coming through, but it's amazing what people do. This is you probably recognize Ed Hansen.
Yeah.
He was our musical director out there for many years, and this is from, I believe, 1991 when he was in a play called Smoke on the Mountain, which had its Missouri debut at the barn.
At the Maplewood Barn.
Right.
Okay. Now here, is this a funny thing happened on the way to the
Yes,
farm?
exactly. Exactly. That was about 1985, I believe, and that was a wonderful, wonderful musical that we had.
It's amazing when you look at these pictures how many productions have been done. The next picture that we have.
Right. This is from a show called Kiss Me Kate, and on the left is Ezio Moscatelli, and then on the right is Willie Wilson. And both of whom I think you certainly know Willie and his wife Vicki Reback Wilson, who have been very active in the barn. And they did the same roles in the same show 20 years apart, two gangsters. And they're singing and tap dancing "Brush Up Your Shakespeare."
Okay, I know that song very well.
Right, and this is from Lysistrata, which we did only 2 years ago. And these are three of the ladies of Sparta.
These pictures are really very, very nice. I can see if you got 5,000 pictures how difficult it would be. The next one, this is...
And this is the very first show in July 1973.
The very first show of Maplewood.
And the gentleman on the left is Randall Bain, who actually was the creative director for the first 2 years of Maplewood, and actually started Maplewood in cooperation with community groups, and got his master's degree from the university based on that project.
How did the Maplewood Barn Theater actually come into existence?
It came into existence back in the early 70s when Nifong Park was developed and dedicated. Nifong Park originally was going to be the site of and I don't think many people know this, the first mall in Columbia.
Nifong Park was going to be a mall?
But the city, with the help of Parks and Rec and of the Columbia Art League and the Boone County Historical Society, succeeded in getting a commission appointed that developed a plan for this.
And then the stage, of course, the barn is an icon, which no longer exists. But you have built a new barn. A new
barn that looks a lot like the old barn, except it has air conditioning and it's now fireproof. And
you got a picture of the firemen working there.
There's a picture of the fire, April 5th, 2010. And I love this little picture. This actually was taken at the Stevens Lake Amphitheater. But we have little children who come and stand in front of the stage while we're performing, and we always call them the future Barnies.
Okay. If people want to get Barnies, 40 years of theater under the stars at Maplewood Barn, how do they go about it?
Well, it's on sale several places around town, including the Historical Society and the Columbia Art League, the University Bookstore, JJ's Cafe on the Business Loop. But probably the easiest way is, if you don't want to go to any of those, is to go to the Maplewood site, www.maplewoodbarn.com. All proceeds go to the barn.
All right. Byron, thank you so much for coming by. It was a delight talking with you and looking at those pictures.
Thank you.
All right, we're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Kirk Trevor will be here, Missouri Symphony Society. Our program directed by Travis McMillen of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio, Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director, Danny Matteson, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Go to kbia.org, click on Talk Shows, Radio Forensic, and watch this segment for the pictures. Bye-bye.